Hi, I'm the List Girl and welcome to my videographic journal. Today's topic is meltdowns. An autistic meltdown is an intense response to overwhelming sensory, emotional, or cognitive stimuli. It is a state of high emotional arousal and can be triggered by a variety of factors, including sensory overload, changes in routine, or social anxiety. During an autistic meltdown, individuals with autism may experience a range of physical and emotional reactions, including crying, screaming, rocking, pacing, self-injury, or aggression. They may also become non-verbal or have difficulty communicating their needs or feelings. Also, autistic meltdowns are not intentional or manipulative behavior, but rather a response to overwhelming stimulus. It is not a result of bad behavior or a lack of discipline, but rather a response to an overwhelming situation that the person themselves is struggling to manage. It is also important to recognize that not all autistic individuals experience meltdowns, and that the severity and frequency of meltdowns can vary from individual. When someone with autism is experiencing a meltdown, it is important to remain calm and patient, to offer a safe and quiet environment and provide support and understanding. With appropriate support and intervention, autistic individuals can learn to manage their emotions and develop coping mechanisms and strategies to prevent or reduce the frequency in which they happen. The causes of autistic meltdowns can vary from person to person, and each can be triggered by different factors, but here is a list of common causes. Number 1, sensory overload. Autistic individuals can have hypersensitivity to different sensory inputs, such as loud noises, strong smells, or bright lights, which can become too much to handle and thus leads to a meltdown. Number 2, change in routine. Autistic individuals may rely heavily on routines and familiarity, and unexpected changes to that routine or environment can be distressing and lead to a meltdown. Number 3, social anxiety. Autistic individuals can struggle with social situations and find it difficult to interpret social cues, facial expressions, and body language, which can lead to social anxiety and eventually cause a meltdown. Number 4, emotional regulation difficulties. Autistics struggle with regulating their own emotions and find it difficult to manage said emotions, leading to a build-up of intense feelings that can eventually result in a meltdown. Number 5, communication difficulties. Autistic individuals can struggle with communicating, making it difficult to express their needs and frustrations, which can lead to build-up of tension and thus a meltdown. During an autistic meltdown, the body's stress response is activated, like fight or flight mode, which can lead to a range of physical and emotional symptoms. Some common symptoms during an autistic meltdown include 1, rapid breathing or hyperventilating, 2, increased heart rate and blood pressure, 3, sweating or feeling overheated, 4, muscle tension and trembling, 5, changes in digestion such as nausea and diarrhea. Number 6, sensory overload such as increased sensitivity to noise, light, and touch. 7, emotional dysregulation such as intense feelings of frustration, anger, and anxiety. 8, engaging in self-harming behaviors such as hitting or biting oneself. The after effects of an autistic meltdown can vary depending on the individual and the severity of the meltdown. Some individuals can recover quickly and return to their baseline state, while others may experience a prolonged period of exhaustion, confusion, or emotional vulnerability, and depending on how long the meltdown was, it can lead to burnout. Here are some common effects that individuals with autism may experience following a meltdown. 1, physical exhaustion. Meltdowns can be physically and emotionally draining, and individuals with autism may feel physically exhausted and fatigued after a meltdown. 2, emotional exhaustion. Meltdowns can also be emotionally exhausting, and autistic people may feel overwhelmed, confused, or embarrassed following a meltdown. Number 3, sensory overload. Meltdowns can leave individuals feeling hypersensitive to sensory stimuli, which can exacerbate their stress and anxiety levels. Number 4, difficulty with social interactions. Autistics may feel embarrassed or ashamed after a meltdown, which can make it challenging to interact with other people. Number 5, need for solitude. Following a meltdown, autistics may need time alone to decompress and regain their sense of calm. Number 6, a meltdown can lead to burnout, which shall be discussed in tomorrow's video. It's important to note that after effects of a meltdown can also be influenced by the support and understanding of others. Providing a safe and supportive environment and offering empathy and understanding can help an individual with autism recover more quickly from a meltdown and prevent future meltdowns. If you're wondering what you yourself can do during a meltdown to help your autistic loved one, tomorrow we'll be discussing burnout, and the day after that I will be discussing ways that you yourself can help your autistic loved one through a meltdown, through a burnout, and through shutdown. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and share it. I am the List Girl, and just before I log off, I have just one question for you. What is your next adventure?